Hi, everyone. I'm Victoria Garay.
I'm Lana Realtor Diva, and we are both licensed real estate agents at Exit Strategy Realty in Chicago.
Welcome to our second show. We're so excited to be here again. We are curious if anyone who is watching saw our first episode. If you did, let us know in the comments. We're just curious. And if you haven't had a chance to see it, it's still posted on our pages. So check it out when you get a chance. There was some good information about overcoming business adversities and some good down payment assistance. But we also have a great lineup for you today.
Yes, we do. And I know I need this just as much as you guys do. So we are so excited to bring you this information. But first, we have to thank Elise Jordan of NRL. She has so many great programs that you guys want to make sure that you check out.
Yes, so we're going to be discussing taxes today. Dreaded but necessary conversation, but we're going to keep it light and informational. We'll have Trevor Desmond here with us, just talking about how to avoid some of the tax pitfalls.
Ugh, yes, guys, it's not a topic at all that I like to be a part of. It's dreadful, but it's something that we have to talk about if we don't want to be in an orange jumpsuit, okay? And orange is not my color, right? So, is there anybody else that avoids doing taxes like me? We're not going to report you to anyone, but you can comment below and let us know how you feel about it. Or give me some hearts and let me know there's someone that feels the way that I do. Also, we are going to talk about our hot market area today. Okay, so that area that we're discussing is called, it's like a big deal today because it's one that you guys always ask us questions about. It's Bronzeville.
Yes, Bronzeville, which is technically part of Grand Boulevard. A lot of people don't realize that, as is the Douglas area and part of Washington Park Court. So again, this area is low in inventory, like we've been discussing. I know people are tired of that, just meaning that there's not a lot available for sale. Um, right now, for two bed, two bath condos, there's only 14 available, and seven of those were just listed last month. So it just gives you an idea of, there just aren't that many available, but there are a lot of people looking right now. The average sales time in that area, market time, is lower than the MLS that we cover. So in that area, it's taking about 51 days in the Grand Boulevard. And for our entire MLS area that we cover, it's taking about 72 days.
Wow. Okay, guys, that's so much to take in with all of these stats. But bottom line, I just want to let you guys know it's still a seller's market out there. And that the last average sale price in the area for a two bed, two bath condo is $245,000. So I think that would equal us saying that Grand Boulevard is a hot spot. That's a great price for a two bed, two bath. I just want to throw this tip in here because it came hot off the presses. And you guys are getting it here now. If you haven't been watching the news, the interest rate is going up. So we don't want to scare you. We're not saying don't buy. It's still the time to buy. It went up a point though. So we need you to lock those rates. If you guys are happen to be already in a process of a loan, lock those rates. Okay? So we're going to go back to now. We're going to move forward. We are talking about the two bed, two bath in what's called Grand Boulevard, we know as Bronzeville. And we have one currently listed for 154.9. Um, and the reason that this property has been sitting on the market for a while, it's in a great spot, 48th in Indiana. The reason that it's been sitting is because during COVID, a lot of the rules changed to buy property. So unfortunately, the person that had it under contract, they lost their financing. So it's been sitting, but it's a beautiful property. And we're going to get to take a look at it because it's our what? Listing of the week.
Let's say pick a week.
Okay, so this is the living room. It's lots of light in here, hardwood floors. There is exposed brick, which you usually only get in South Loop.
It's my
Um,
favorite.
yeah, we've been there many, many times. So this is the master, has a bathroom, connected to this room. Standard size closet. There is everything in there here has been rehab new, so no one has lived in it since it's been a few months since they redid it. There was a renter in it before. So when you go down this hallway, this is going to take you past another. I got to tell y'all, this is a Euro washer. Some people don't know what that is. That's a washer and a dryer in one unit. So it does both. So you just passed the bathroom. There's another bedroom you can use as a bedroom or an office. And then this is open concept dining and kitchen, which goes out to a little landing. And then you go out to your parking spot, which is in the back. So this comes with parking included, has a fireplace. Don't want to forget that. And it is available now for $154.9. If you're interested, reach us. You get our phone number right here.
Yes. So that's a great listing pick of the week video. I've been in there multiple times and I fall in love with that place more and more each time I see it. So yeah, if you have any questions about it, you want to see it, just contact us. And an additional bonus, it does fall into an area where you can receive additional down payment assistance. We talked about that on the show last week, but we'll be sure to provide that link for you again, just in case you missed it. And our sponsor, Elise Jordan, can help you access that down payment money.
And I have to point out to you guys, it is a great starter home in a great location. The taxes are not that high. And if you decide to move, grow, get married, have a family, this is like the home that keeps on giving, because it can be also a investment property. So this complex allows renters, and I'm pretty sure that we can show it to you guys anytime, right, Victoria?
Yes, anytime.
Yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know that we're finally getting ready to talk to our guest, Trevor. And he's here again to talk about those taxes, okay? And entrepreneurs, whether you're an entrepreneur, W-2 person, get your fingers typing. Let us know some questions for Trevor. We need to know what you guys want to know, because he's the man with the information. Hello, Trevor.
Hi, Trevor. Hi, so nice seeing you. I haven't seen you in so long, but at least we get to see each other virtually. So just knowing you, I know you have a lot of different businesses and different ventures that you're involved in, but I know you've been busy with your real estate investments and your taxes over this last year. Yeah. So we thought you'd be the perfect person to come give us some insights into this crazy time. And we just want to know if you can share some tips for, especially for entrepreneurs or people who don't have like a traditional W-2 income, tax tips for them when they're purchasing property.
Okay, of course, I will be happy to help. And I would like to say thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate it. And I would love to give information to entrepreneurs about buying a home. One suggestion I would have is tax planning and strategy. A lot of us, our first thought is write off everything, expense. But we don't think about the fact that a lot of lenders, brokers, mortgage companies, they want to see income from your business. They don't want you to write off everything because they look at reports from the IRS as what you made final. You can't go back and you can't change that. So I suggest tax planning and strategies. I suggest planning at least 2 years in advance, because most lenders would like to look at your last 2 tax returns to see what your income was for the last 2 years. I also suggest working side by side with your broker, whoever is your mortgage broker, and your tax accountant to properly plan and be able to to show what type of income you need to purchase your dream home. Because depending on the cost of the property, lenders want to see a certain amount of income from your business. I just had a client recently now who I was able to help them get purchase their first property, first home. I did his last 3 years of tax returns. I was working side by side with his lender, where I would prepare a draft, send it over to him. He would forward it to his mortgage broker. He'll look over it and say yay or nay, or kind of say what type of income we need to, how we need to adjust his income so that he can purchase the house that he wants. I will also say that a lot of people think that just because you file your taxes and you purchase a home, that's the end all. You can't file your expenses. One of the things I suggest is that that you file your taxes with as minimal expenses as possible, and then after you purchase your home, you go back and amend your taxes to claim those expenses and possibly get a refund or reduce your tax liability.
Thank you. See, this is why we're always telling people to contact a professional in that field. Like, there's some general information we can give people, but we also want you to talk to, a tax professional about taxes. We can't give you tax information like this. This is good information that we aren't always privy to. So thank you. So not just entrepreneurs, but just in common, like just anyone generally, what are some common mistakes that you've been seeing with people with filing their taxes, where they may be overpaying or maybe just not taking advantage of certain benefits that they could?
Honestly, I think it just goes back to proper tax planning. And I think it's important that you get with an accountant who knows how to do tax planning, because you can avoid a lot of tax liabilities if you know how to properly set up your business and probably know certain deductions or resources that can reduce your income, but you still have the advantage of keeping most of your money, such as, for example, life insurance policies that can reduce your income, but you get to keep your money and not pay it to the IRS, of course, and be able to, if it's a whole life insurance policy, you're able to possibly take out loans from that policy later down the line and use that to either purchase more property or further invest in your business. Also, there's health savings accounts. Those are another way to help reduce your taxes, but also keep your money so that you can use it for unexpected medical bills and medicine bills and expenses like that. Another mistake is just poor bookkeeping. A lot of people, a lot of businesses have poor bookkeeping.
What? I'm not supposed to have receipts in my car?
Someone feels guilty. I wasn't calling anybody out.
Yeah, I'm asking for a friend.
Honestly, I feel like that's the old way of doing it. Like, there's way more efficient ways to keep records of your receipts now. Like, it's easy to take your phone out, take a picture, and then save it into a folder on your computer or on Google Drive, and keep it as a record. Also, QuickBooks is a great resource. They have it where once the transaction, you can link the QuickBooks to your credit card account. Once the transaction happens, you can categorize the transaction and also take the picture of the receipt to be saved with that transaction. Now you don't have to keep up with receipts. I mean, who needs a
much cleaner? And another one I use that I really like is that Mile IQ. And it's since we're real estate agents and we live in our car and we drive everywhere, that one really helps.
Yep.
That I just forward it to the accountant. Now, that's one thing I do right. That's like about the only one I do right. Hey, someone said that's them. Yes, Tyree. That's because we're in the old school days of carrying around shoe boxes. Yes.
You're not supposed to be recruiting people to do the same mistakes. You're like, yes.
I like some people that feel my pain. I go, you guys are writing your real truths out here because it's real deal. This tax stuff, you got to get a hold of it. You got to be ahead of it. Not behind. Like right now, that's me, a little behind.
You really do. You really do. A lot of people don't realize some of the different ways you can save on paying taxes by structuring your business a certain way. Once you reach a certain threshold. Like you can become an S corp and save and be. Once you reach a certain threshold of gross income, you can become an S corp and potentially save on self-employment tax. A lot of people get, and that's double taxation because you get taxed on your income taxes, and then you get hit with a self-employment tax. But a lot of people don't know that there's a way to avoid that.
And that's by doing the S corp, you're saying?
Yes, a S corp, and then
I'll be writing that down because I need to do that. So I hope you guys are getting some good tips because I know I am. I'm learning a lot from this. And we didn't even ask for you to give your information so that if someone needs some help, are you available to help people?
Yes, I'm definitely available to help people. My firm, we offer many services, advice, we offer tax planning and strategy. We offer tax preparation. We also offer bookkeeping. We also offer for economic loan, not help people get the PPP loan, the EIDL loan if they need it. And you can reach me at Dinsmore at BaduTaxServices.com.
Okay. And then we'll make sure that we put that in the chat after, and Victoria will probably have your information, right?
Yes.
So then you can put it in there.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's added.
Yeah. And so I guess I'm the bearer of the bad question because it's just things I think people are probably asking right now with the COVID that we're going through. But what is like anything that's changed in taxes because of COVID? I know maybe some extension time, I think, right? But is there something else that
well, there's
people need to know about?
There's two major. I think there's two benefits to changes because of COVID. One being that you can withdraw up to $100,000 from your 401k or Roth IRA, normal IRA, without having to without taking a penalty. And then you can defer the taxable amount for over 3 years. Or you can pay it all at once if you want to, but you can spread the taxable amount over 3 years. I think that's really a benefit because you can technically use that $100,000 to go buy you a house, buy you a property. If you have that much amount, but use that extra money to buy a property, buy a house, or use it to further fund your business. Also, they're allowing, even if you don't itemize, they're allowing charitable contributions they're allowing you to deduct up to $300 of charitable contributions from your taxes, even if you don't itemize. So that's also a reduction in income that can help you reduce your tax liability.
Okay, so thank you, Trevor. This was like such needed information. Again, I know I got something, and we do have some questions. I did see that we have a question about the PPP loan.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
So the PPP loan, and they're asking like, one, what is it? And then also, how do people qualify? Is that a short answer or is that a big answer?
I'll try to condense it. The PPP loan is a loan to help small businesses if you need to retain employees, if you are a contract worker such as rideshare, delivery, you can take out the PPP loan, and it's called the Payment Protection Loan. So it helps helps you pay your employees, or if you're self-employed and you lost income for the year because of COVID, help you maintain and live. It is a forgivable loan that is that you can apply for forgiveness as long as it's applied to wages, utilities, mostly business expenses, primarily wages. It's a certain, I have to familiar myself with the new, but I believe it's like 60-70% has to go to wages. But for self-employed workers, that's your wages. I mean,
Right.
everything you make is your wages. Um, if you don't give it forgiven, is the interest rate is only 1%.
Oh, wow. That's
So
good to know.
so
Okay.
it's a great loan, and to qualify for it, they're going off of your 2019 tax returns. So you have to, and goes back to not writing off everything, because you have to show income for your biz. If you are LLC or self-employed, you're filing a Schedule C. You have to show income for your net income. You have to show net income, positive net income, and
Okay.
and that's where a lot of people are um, getting turned down, is because they don't show income for their. They haven't been showing income for their business, so they got denied for the loan.
Oh, okay.
I also see another question that has come up. Is that going to affect anybody negatively, um, or help them one way or the other when they're trying to buy if they um, apply for those PPP
Oh, that's a good question.
loans?
No, no, not necessarily. With the PPP loan, it's a forgivable loan. So it is if you do go through the forgiveness process, it actually technically helps because it increases your income. It gets applied to your gross income. Of course, you can write off expenses and from that, of course, to reduce your income. But if you're buying the house, then if you're buying a house, of course, you don't want to write off everything. So technically, it can help because it shows an increase in income.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. So those were good questions. Thank you so much for everyone for participating. Thank you, Trevor, for answering all the questions. If you do come up with more questions, just let us know. Contact us. We'll also put Trevor's information in the chat. If you don't have it, if you send us questions, we'll definitely direct you to the correct person to answer them if we can't answer them. So I just want to say thank you to Trevor. We appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for answering all of our questions and the viewers' questions as well.
Thank you for having me on. Have a good day.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and then we do
Oh, that
want
was
to
so
remind
great.
that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That was
No, I'm not nervous, and I don't feel like IRS is going to come knocking at my door. So I think we're good.
right. So in addition to that, we do have some information for non-traditional employees, people who don't have a W-2. There is a bank statement loan program that our sponsor Elise Jordan does provide. So we'll be giving you the link to that. We just want you to, we're trying to give you as many resources as possible for different situations you might find yourself in. And again, that's going to be great for any entrepreneurs, people who are paid by 1099, or just people who don't have the traditional W-2 income. I know we know how that feels, where it's difficult to show that you have income, difficult to apply for things. So there are different things that lenders do to try to help us. So we are going to drop that information. Please, complete the link and you'll get all of that information today.
Yeah. So that link is the Bitly Spilling Knowledge with a capital S, capital K. You can see it running along the bottom. And I just want to say about that bank statement program, Elise Jordan has it. And from what I understand, you do have to have your profit and loss statement, but still, we will be able to help you. So we are moving along. I want you guys to also remember that we'll put the links from before down in the bottom too, so you can have it if you weren't with us in the previous show. But we have to get to our favorite, or my favorite thing is giving gifts, right? So I wish I was Oprah and I could be like, here's a car, here's a house, but I can't do that, right? So we are going to pull a name who entered our raffle last time. This is the In the Know raffle. Now, what you guys know about this raffle, how do you get in the raffle? You get in by going to these links that we have been sending you, and we will get your name and put you in the raffle. So people from today, people from the next show on March 12th, will also be entered into it. And we have a special In the Know raffle sponsor for March, which is Kea Collections. And I'm just going to leave it at that because you guys will see on my page, there are some of my own Kea collections, and there also are some examples. So Victoria's going to pull who is our lucky winner today.
This is exciting. I feel like I'm gonna win something. Let's see.
I know. I wish I could give away something like $1 million, but I don't got that.
Okay, I can't look. Let's see. Our winner is Sean McFarland.
Ah! Okay, we will be contacting Sean and sending him our Amazon gift card. And I think it's a $25 Amazon gift card will be coming to him after the show. And if you are not watching out there, Sean, we will make sure you get it. But now we are going to talk about some tea. We can't leave the show without giving you guys just a little tea. That's what we're here for, because we spill the tea. So, as you guys might not know, but we know as agents, it's so hard to win a deal. If you've been looking for houses out here right now, you know we are all fighting over one little house. So things have been getting a little wild.
Yes, I've been out here in the emotional roller coaster with my buyer clients, and it is definitely wild out here. Both shows we've been mentioning low inventory. I know people don't want to keep hearing it, but that's just our reality for the time being.
And you guys may not know, but I am the negotiation queen, okay? If we can win, I win. And I don't like not to win. However, I've been doing things like going super high. I mean, we had one of our deals went 25,000 over list price, and they got our house. This was not a hot area either. This was a nice little house in a non-hot area that went 25 over list. It's serious out here, guys. We go over the price. We do short closing times, like 22 days. We can close in 22 days in some instances. We do all types of things that we try to do that makes it like a more likable loan. Sometimes I even have said, let's do an as-is deal where we just say we won't make the seller pay for any repairs. And we're not winning.
Right. So I've been seeing people talk about like buyers being so desperate that they are writing notes and leaving desserts on the seller's doorsteps. So they're hoping to win them over and get their offer accepted by like leaving these little gifts and trinkets and notes on the seller's doorsteps.
Yeah, Victoria told me this. I have to check things out on my own because I just don't see people driving around begging to buy people's houses. But it's true. We have people saying, please sell your home to me, leaving notes on doors, leaving desserts, wine, all types of things. I mean, I've heard people saying they're going to pay a whole year of taxes for the seller to be able to win their house. And it's like another agent had suggested that the buyer will pay for the seller to clean the house. So all they have to do is move out. And then they're going to clean up because the rule is that the sellers have to make the house broom swept clean. So some people are saying they'll treat them to paying for that part of it. So these are some things that people are doing to win.
That's a good one. Yeah, like she said, it seems like every time you put in an offer in, it seems like there's only this one house available and everyone is going for it. So we really have to be creative to be competitive right now.
Yeah, so super crazy times, but if you guys want to buy, we will try to figure out something we can do for you too. So we just need to let you guys know that our next show is on the 12th of March. And we want you guys to go to the links that will be posted below to get the extra knowledge. Remember that also puts you into the In the Know raffle. And I don't know, is there anything else we want to mention about that?
I think that's all. It's coming to an end again. It's the end of our show. So thank you for joining us. Again, we'll make sure the links are updated in the comments, and just reach out to us. Someone did ask earlier how to best contact us. We'll put our information at the end of this. You'll see it in the in our little outro. So you can call us, text us, email us. All of our information will be there. We're on social media. So until next time, but if you have any questions between then, just contact us. We'll be here.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Wait. Victoria, where is everyone going? Is everyone leaving?
Yes, Lana. The show's over.
But wait, I have more to say. Is my mic still on? Can they hear me? What if they have more questions?
Well, they can always contact us.
How? How will they reach us after this show?
If you have any questions, our contact information is on the screen. Otherwise, we'll see you again in a couple weeks.